Oh, just getting sorted really. Okay, just had a little delivery, some new brushes. First of all, I'm going to show you a little sneaky peek of something that I'm working on. It's going to take a while. I don't think it's going to be up next week because I think it's going to take too long. But this is going to give you a little bit of an idea of my kind of working process, where my ideas come from, and all the rest of it, and how they materialise really. Okay, so we've got this here. I have to be a bit careful because this hasn't been done for long. I'll show you it close up in a minute. This is tape. It's painter's tape, that's all. So this will be taken off. When this is dry, I'll put that over there. Then a different colour is going to go on there. I won't tell you what colour or anything, but it's, I'll tell you what it is, right? I was out the other day on a bimble with my little dog, and we saw quite a large number of daffodils, you know, the white heads. You blow on them, make a wish. There were some yellow ones as well, but I particularly like the ones that just blow in the wind. They're free, you know, absolutely wonderful. But they were growing in an area that's quite sandy but muddy at the same time. And then there's grass. I haven't done the grass, and I don't think I'm going to bother doing the grass, but I wanted to incorporate something that was a bit weird to look at, something that you couldn't really work out what it is. So it's my representation done in a special way, which I won't tell you about, a special technique. It's my representation really of sand and mud and stuff like that. So just have a quick look. You see what I mean? Probably not, but anyway, so that's what it is. So this is my representation of dandelions. They're probably not going to look anything like dandelions. They're going to be a bit abstract and a bit strange, but it's all good. So on here will be some strange looking flowers, put it that way, when you see it. As I say, I don't know when it's going to come up, but so that's really where I get my ideas. Sometimes I can be, it's mostly nature really, my ideas. And if it is nature, then it can be anything to do with nature. I can see a beetle and I can look at it closely and see the colours, and it's not just black. Sometimes they have this iridescent purple, green, you know, and I think sometimes black, purple and green, you know. And I come home and I just start doodling and I'm thinking about the colours, black, purple, green. And it makes its way into some kind of a diagram, a painting, a something, or whatever. And it represents that. It's nothing to do with it, but it represents it. It's what I saw, what I felt, what I experienced, what I witnessed on that one time only. So this is called Across the Never. Now this is a painting I really do love. So this is 10 by 12 acrylic on canvas board. This is up on the 11th of May. Across the Never. Love it. I'm going to do a similar-ish painting. So if you're not lucky enough to win this particular piece, I'm going to do a similar-ish painting. But the middle is going to be similar. Different, but similar. So this is called Across the Never. And that's up this week, which is Thursday the 11th. So this will be on my eBay. If you want to have a look at some photos, some proper photos, they're on my eBay, or will be on the 11th. Depends on when you watch this. Okay, that's it for now, apart from showing you that little sneaky peek at the beginning and trying to explain. I always find it very difficult trying to explain my thought processes when it comes to paintings. The most difficult thing I have, with painting is when you tell somebody, say I go for an appointment at the hospital and I get chatting to a nurse or whatever, and she seems to have plenty of time, and she says, what do you do in your spare time, Then I say, I've got a little dog and I love to spend time with him, and we go through lots of bimbles and we play BALL a lot, and, I read, I write, I surf the web a lot, I listen to a lot of music, I meditate quite often, and all those sort of things. But I always say also I produce, pieces of art. I don't ever really call myself an artist. It's funny. I mean, I am an artist because, that is what I do. But, I just say I produce little pieces of art. And they say, oh, what sort? It's ISHI art. So I say, well, it's kind of loosely based on Aboriginal dot work. It's kind of a bit hippie in places, but because of my styles, I have got a fairly unique little set of paintings. Some people paint one painting really, and they do that over and over again, which is great. But I like dot work, similar to this perhaps, and then mandalas, often black and white, black and silver, or I put some colour in or whatever. We all know what mandalas are now, don't we? By now we should. And then there's semi-realism, when I draw maybe a lake or trees or a couple of birds or whatever. So I've got three kind of things, but I can do anything that comes to me, So I did, in the last year, I've done an owl, I've done a wolf. I did some sheep in a field from a long, long distance away. I just called it Dorset. We seem to have lots of sheep here. So, what else have I done? Oh, just trees and birds. I love doing birds and things like that. So, it can be lots of different things, ISHI art. So how do you explain that? How do you get that across to somebody? And they all, I kind of garble all that to them and they go, oh. Or sometimes people say, oh, you're an artist. Well, you can come and paint my house. And I said, no, I can't. I can't, they mean like on canvas. I said, no, I can't do that, And I did have one woman, she said, oh, you're an artist. Oh, you must come down the stable and paint my horse. I said, no, I really mustn't. I can come down and dot your horse. But no, I cannot. It would take me a long time and it wouldn't be right for me. It wouldn't feel right. It would never sit right with me if I painted somebody's house, somebody's horse, somebody's child. It wouldn't be right for me to do because that's not what I am. That's not the artist that I am at all. Anyway, stop gabbering on, Bri. So the 11th then we got across the Never, and I'll try and get the painting. It will have flowers, as I say. That's the whole idea. That's the whole concept, is that this part here, the white part as is, will have loads of flowers on, but it's going to be not flowers really because they're weeds. But what is a weed? Well, a weed is a flower in the wrong place, perhaps, So take care of yourselves, and we'll be back when we're back. Be well.